Now at 5, death investigation. News Channel 15 has an exclusive interview with the woman who called 911 after hearing a gunshot. Good evening, I'm Mark Mellinger.
And I'm Heather Herron. We first told you about this fatal shooting early this morning on Wayne.com and on First News.
It happened in the 1300 block of Scott Avenue just before 11 last night. Today, News Channel 15's Alyssa Ivinson spent the day discovering new information. So, Alyssa, what have you learned?
Well, I spoke with a woman who heard the gunshot, saw the body in the alley, and called 911. She said the dead man is her neighbor, and he was shot in the head.
I just thought it was boys messing around shooting in the air or something, but it sounded really loud. I didn't think it was that close, but it was right next to our house.
This woman didn't want to reveal her face, but last night she was cooking when she heard a single gunshot, then a knock at her door.
As he was leaving, he said, "There's a body in your alley." And I ran down with them, and I went up to him and seen him, and it was my neighbor.
When police arrived, they found a man dead in the alley.
He was suffering from what appeared to be a gunshot wound.
After an autopsy today, the coroner identified the man as 46-year-old Kimmer Underwood, also known as Robert Lee Underwood. The neighbor says he was shot in the head.
Really nice guy, always wanting to talk to people.
Underwood's death is ruled a homicide, and police are still trying to develop suspects.
We're hoping that someone may have witnessed something and just hasn't come forward.
When police arrived at the crime scene, a lot of people were starting to come out of their houses and gather. Now they're hoping someone saw something, anything, that can help in the investigation.
Perhaps a vehicle that was speeding away at that time, perhaps someone that was running on foot away from the area at that time. There's a lot of people out that night, and they may have witnessed the suspect fleeing and just don't know it. And so we do encourage anyone with information, whether they believe it might be pertinent or not, to call the Fort Wayne Police Department or Crime Stoppers.
That number for Crime Stoppers is 436-STOP. This is Fort Wayne's 8th homicide this year. Alyssa Ivinson, News Channel 15.